What's up guys, Eric Clagg with Primal Tennis. A huge congratulations to Novak Djokovic for winning his 23rd major at this year's French Open and the first man to win all four majors at least 3 times, and to do that on Rafael Nadal's home court, beating Rafael Nadal's best buddy, Casper Ruud. What an achievement. If you're a Novak fan, congratulations. If you're a Rafa fan, don't get too far down. We all knew this was coming, it was inevitable. Rafa added some drama by winning 2 majors last year at the Australian and the French. But I do think now, if you had any doubts before, Novak Djokovic is the greatest player of all time, the GOAT. And this is coming from a Nadal fan. Well, I'm more of a fan of great tennis. I'm a fan of the big 3. And I think that we just witnessed the greatest era of tennis of all time, and we were spoiled for the last 20 years. And I'm not even sure a healthy Rafael Nadal at 37 years old could have beaten Novak Djokovic today. He was that good. And I ultimately think Djokovic ends up with at least 28 majors. He's at 23 right now. He probably gets Wimbledon this year, probably 2 more next year. And then I know at 38, 39 years old, he's gonna at least sneak another Wimbledon, Australian Open, or maybe 2. In this match, Djokovic is a very bad matchup against Ruud. Well, he's a bad matchup against anybody. But Ruud needed to play an A+ game and get a bad day from Novak Djokovic, and that just didn't happen. If you're gonna beat Djokovic, you need to be able to overpower him at the same time not making too many unforced errors. And the chances of Ruud finding that balance over the course of 5 sets was just gonna be extremely difficult. But who can? Really only Nadal and Federer have shown that capability at times. Ruud played the best tennis of his life in that first set and still came up short. You could just really see his confidence drop at the beginning of the second set, and he came out flat. And you could see Ruud thinking like, I just played the best tennis of my life. What do I gotta do to beat this guy? I was incredibly impressed with Djokovic's ability to manage his energy in that first set, just weathering the storm when your opponent is hot, and still just finding a way to hold your serve when you're not playing your best tennis. Djokovic's serve really impressed me too, just serving lasers with pinpoint accuracy. And that's the thing about Djokovic that other players don't have. Something can be off in his game, but he can still find a way with the other parts of his game because he's just that good. Well, today everything was on. And the best players get better as the match goes on, and Djokovic got better, Ruud got worse. Can Novak Djokovic win the calendar Grand Slam? Well, I think perhaps this is his best opportunity to do that, because he got pretty close in 2021 when he won the Australian Open, the French Open, and Wimbledon until he finally lost the US Open. With the way he's playing right now, in addition to not having Federer or Nadal, it seemed like the only player that could beat him would be Carlos Alcaraz, or if he had an injury. And we saw what he did to Carlos Alcaraz at this year's French Open. Now keep an eye on Nick Kyrgios at Wimbledon. He made the final last year. I know he's had the knee injury this year, but he skipped the French Open and he's been training on grass for several weeks now, and he's super hungry for that title. And by the way, I'm going to be making a bunch of Wimbledon videos leading up to that tournament, so please subscribe so you don't miss any of those. Now a big shout out to Casper Ruud. He's going to be around a while, and I think it's only a matter of time until he gets his first title. But as we know, anything can happen in the future, and these opportunities are not always abundant. Just ask Dominic Thiem. He won 1 title at the US Open, but 1 injury can really derail an entire career. And if you remember, guys like Tsonga, Baghdadis, Berdych, Nishikori all made it to major finals and then were never able to make it back again. So Ruud is going to have to start capitalizing on these opportunities, because anything can happen in the future with injuries and new players emerging. But he really showed what he's capable of in that semifinal match against Zverev and in the first set against Djokovic. Thanks for watching, guys, and I cannot wait for Wimbledon next month, so please subscribe and like this video, and I hope to see you out on the court soon. Ciao.